some say 4 P's, but it has extended to what we call now the 5 P's. And basically we have the product, the price, the personnel, the promotion, and the place. And all these factors play a major role in determining how the microenvironment is going to look like for the business. So when we talk about product, we're talking about focusing basically on what you're going to produce and what tends to align with the target market that you're focusing on. So when we talk about when we talk about the target customer, and when we talk about the target customer, we're talking about the the group of individuals within your market that aligns with your product that you want to cater for. And once you're able to identify them and their characteristics and behaviors in terms of buying, then it helps you to know which type of product will suit them at the end of the day. So aligning and making sure that you're able to provide the type of product that is needed within the environment you find yourself is essential. You have the price. Of course, here we're talking about how much you want to sell a certain good. Of course, there's so many factors that can determine that. One, of course, is the cost of production in itself. But after that, more importantly, again, it goes back to the buying behavior of your target customers and understanding what works for them. So, for example, there are some individuals that want something that's much more affordable, and then there are some that are more focused on the high prices in terms of quality. They associate quality with high prices, and if they see something that's too low, they might not buy it. So understanding who you're focusing on in terms of your target customers, and then aligning what works for them in terms of the price sensitivity or how they perceive price is very essential. Then we have the personnel, and here we're talking about those that actually work for you and getting them to be at the right level in terms of values, in terms of customer services, or what we call customer quality care, and having the ability to service and deliver when need so. Now, putting that in place, it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of training, but of course, for any business, whether big or small, is essential that you're able to put that in place. And of course, and more importantly, making sure that it tailors to the target customer. Target customer is always key here in all the P's that I'm discussing right now. Then you have the promotion. Now, promotion basically is designing a media tool or communication tool that's going to be used towards being able to communicate effectively to your target customers. And of course, when you talk about promotion, there's different types of promotion tools. You have the digital, you have, so for example, the social media, but then you have the typical traditional ones like billboards, TV, and radio. Now, you'll be surprised, but even up to today, radio plays a major role in promotion. But what matters here again goes back to the target customers. Who your target customers are, again, determines what type of promotional strategy or what we call promotional mix that should be used to your target customers. So for example, if you're advertising, for example, sugar, like Dangote sugar or St. Louis sugar. So some people will tell you St. Louis sugar, it's much higher in terms of maybe the level of customers compared to the Dangote. So the way you'd advertise St. Louis, which if you notice is never advertised, would be much more at so with that, promotional strategy is essential. Again, who you're focusing on, the target customer, that then determines the promotional strategy that you're going to adapt at the end of the day. Now, for the place, of course, you're talking about the distribution channels. And distribution channels, though a lot of businesses try to reduce or cut off the range of distribution to cut cost off, but it's essential, again, you understand where your customers are, how to get the best way in which you can deliver their products to the end customer, and then that way you're able to know the pattern of distribution channel you have to employ to get your product across. Some cut off all the middle distribution channels, understanding that it will reduce costs. So for example, you have Amazon. whereby Amazon is what they're using basically is what we call forward integration, whereby they have a delivery service that basically is able to do the delivery for them. So all those distributors that normally before you would have DHL and other distribution channels has been cut off, and they are basically doing that themselves. So that helps to reduce a lot of cost, but then it also helps for them to control the way in which their products gets to the final consumer. So all these things have to be considered, these 5 P's, to give you an idea of how viable and then how healthy your micro environment is going to look like. But more importantly, channeling it towards those customers in terms of your target customers goes a long way in making sure that you have a good strategy in place within the micro environment in which you find yourself. So we'll go to the next video, which we're going to look at the market environment.